plays games with Steve
and Angel.
What did you witness, part 2?
Maybe you'll know. Maybe you'll find out. The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Dun dun.
Dun dun.
The truth is... Okay.
Hold it. Hold it. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny.
So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge?
Yes?
Would you please forgive little old me?
Of course he won't. What you did was called perjury.
Oh, come now. It was just a little white lie. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, all right?
Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Now, Dolly Hawthorne was dressed up as a clown.
No.
I'd be like,
Execution.
I'll kill her.
Not at all.
Electric chair.
The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl.
Let's develop the habit. Open your court record. Just whenever you get new evidence, always look at it.
Look at it.
Testimony. The old power cable broke due to some sort of impact. Oh, at 2:55, not at 3. Oh. Very little information is being discussed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Okay. Even to right on the day they met, she shows everyone. Look at it.
All right, so you've seen everything. I mean, you can go through it if you want, but yeah, just always get in the habit of, hey, though this is added to the court record. Just always just look at it. Just see what it is. You know, have it in your mind.
Gorcha.
Yeah.
First time was blah, blah, blah.
Hold it. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
And a bit of a simp, too.
Oh, really?
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad.
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed.
Spreading COVID into the courtroom, I had to say. Then Dougie tried his best to run away.
At least I wore a mask. No one else is wearing one.
You're wearing it over your forehead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing a mask, though. Hold it. I've never been more impressed in all my life. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to your music on your headphones while you watched the scene unfold?
What?
Objection! Miss Fay, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on.
Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
You've never watched Cheers? Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all.
Wait, Cheers, the sitcom?
Yeah.
That's not,
very sweet of you to be so supportive.
That's not what Cheers is about.
Oh, I just watched the commercials. I don't know. I like iCarly more. Actually, I don't know if that was.
And what happened after that?
Feeny caught up and
Hold it. That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket.
I was on the chest.
Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully?
Huh?
I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? Got hemorrhoids? The cable snapping into me.
Yes.
Oh. What was that?
You can hear him below. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry. I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold.
If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia.
Okay, so the truth is blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. It all happened and occurred. Okay, cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred. Okay, that's the freaking lie, because the...
It's the freaking lie, man.
freaking
Where's
lie?
the freaking lie, man?
Okay, because it said 2:55. That's more than a minute. That's 5 minutes.
Objection!
Proud of you.
Good juror. That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine, that's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's his endearing character trait.
Yeah, he loves it.
Anyone like taking... this is a weird description. Oh, that's what he likes to take. You know, it's like...
We can have a preference.
I'm a huge Robitussin stan.
Advil, my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm a big Dimetapp head.
Yeah.
It's not the medicine I want you to look
You talk
at.
about medicine that way, then it's a problem.
I love lean.
That could be your next food video.
Yeah, and try every Robitussin.
I would vomit.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
And
hope
also,
so. It's trying
also
not to
you would
have
get
fun.
like really high or something. Drunk.
Yeah, if you live.
So the idea is to do it then. Got it. I'll do that in the next one. All right.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It's not at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Is it? Did they mention that before? Because I thought they said it was 3 when he was
Well, but
electrocuted.
the watch is... I think this is the first time they're mentioning this watch.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye?
And
See, you did a good job because you checked your court record and you saw that.
wow.
My point is
Proud of you,
this.
sweetie.
What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah!
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Order in the court. What is this? Objection! This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Objection! Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Objection! Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
Your mom.
Bailiff, bring her in here. So she would be like kind of decrepit.
Yeah.
Damn, she got you good.
So why am I here? Sounds like one of like the bird things from like Dark Crystal.
95 years old.
Was it like the Skeksis from
Oh, yeah.
Dark
I haven't seen
Crystal?
it. But...
I haven't seen it.
There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window for an opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Faye, Is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
No.
No.
It's finally time.
Nar.
No.
No. Noi. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
I left that in for Dave because Dave hates when people go nar.
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 That's for you, Dave. I know
He
you're
says
watching.
it all the time.
Who?
But he says it all the time.
Dave? He does not.
He doesn't he?
No.
Oh. Well, it goes to show what I know.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor. We are ready.
Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fay.
Oh, God.
Now then, Miss Fay, let's have it. Who is the real killer?
The killer.
Carbon monoxide.
Yeah. Well.
Take that! Can only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? How can you?
Objection! The defense is grasping at straws.
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't let the finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order, Miss Fay. I mean, why? That is...
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently oh my god.
Subsequently. Yeah.
Subsequently left the scene. It was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands, on his very own hands, your very own hands.
Stop pushing yourself.
You're really mean.
How can you say something so mean, Madam Fay?
Yeah, you old grandma.
I didn't do anything.
We're gonna go spit. Wither into bones and die.
Miss Fay, this is a very serious charge.
Hold it.
Hold it! Your Honor. Please, I have something I want to say.
Please.
Achoo, achoo. You, what is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record.
What the? Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Ah, achoo. Oh, gross. Leave my dolly alone.
Ew.
Judge, can I punch him?
That boy. He's gotten himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Police report added to the court record. Make sure you check that at some point.
Okay.
Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You'd better take a good look at it. My hemorrhoids.
Stop talking about hemorrhoids.
Details how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Oh.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, that is,
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead.
Madam Fay, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes. I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow.
What?
What's
so funny, Mia?
But you suck too. I'm gonna say something worse. But you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
Objection! I told you that you should let me handle this.
Yerk, sorry. Please go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeney. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous.
And ridiculous.
And ridiculous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
I translated. I'm mansplaining. I'm inventing that right now.
Yeah, we when we had that option, would you like me to mansplain? Like, no, we're good. We got this.
You're in court right now. You are a lawyer.
Here, let me show you how to do it. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must.
Yeah.
8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building.
Basement cafeteria?
And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
I know that's a weave.
No.
About the events of that day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Objection! What could that possibly have to do with this case?
Objection! The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the oh my God, here we go again.
Frame the defendant.
2 episodes in. To frame the defendant, am I correct? That's how I have to get around to. I have to like really just say the and not the.
Frame the defendant. You can say either way, but
frame the defendant. Well, I think that's what trips me up. I say the defendant.
Frame the defendant. Frame the defendant.
Frame the defendant. Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Monkey D defendant.
Very well, then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Go butterflies.
Let's get her. Stunt sport.
I'm gonna spit on her.
Spit shine.
All right, How I Met My Feeney.
That's a sitcom.
Yeah.
I first met my darling Feeney 8 months ago. It was like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
Why did it say Phoenix there?
Oh, for her thing.
Oh, I didn't.
Sorry, you were supposed to rate that.
No, weird. Yeah. We wovey-dovey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, do that. I didn't say anything. You'll be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
Maybe he actually did interrupt.
No, he did.
He did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's just that, like, you could obviously easily trip up when they're not on screen.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They should just color code the little name bubbles.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Go get her, girls.
Bang, zoom, straight to the moon.
We used to pop her right in the kisser.
Oh, God.
Go ahead, Mia. Pop her right in the kisser.
Okay.
I'm going to pop you right in the kisser. Don't stop talking.
You've already done that several times.
Please, it's not in the kisser. I first met my darling Fanny months ago. Hold it.
My kisser is what I call my butthole.
It's not doing so well.
So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow?
I mean, it puckers. So. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle.
His Yelp review.
I'm Fickle Judge.
Shut up.
I'm Fickle Judge.
I've never heard you reference this in the entire time that you've that I've known that you've worked on Rick and Morty, like hearing you reference it twice in this playthrough.
Just for you.
It's so funny. I did a live show fairly recently, and
which is 3 months ago.
It could have been any time. Who knows? My friend Zach introduced me, and like as I'm like getting on stage, he's like, and he also works on Rick and Morty, and it just like totally like knocked me off my guard. So I'm grabbing my microphone and say like, Pickle Rick. Someone in the audience said, "Go to therapy." Maybe you should look for a different one. Woo! Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini.
Okay.
Shia Kazim.
It's like we were just to meet.
Hold it! The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeney was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
So it was minor.
Becoming a minor.
I'm majoring in art, but a minor in a better job.
I'm
not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
Objection! This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case...
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. Better tread carefully.
I don't want to be a wimp. What the hell was it? Oh yeah, I just want to know why the hell you were there. Keep pressing.
Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I could establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this. I'd come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
Hold it! You were writing a paper? On what?
On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry and the criminal underworld.
Oh, that sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Okay. Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff? Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you,
Angel?
I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear. So be sure to read it carefully.
Fine, all right.
I really would suggest anytime you're about to do one of these parts, just go look at your... It honestly will help speed things up for you a lot faster.
I gotcha.
If it's new evidence you haven't looked at.
You don't want me to get any more hemorrhoids, do you?
Oh, God. Please get that shit fixed. I report on the... poor phrasing. District Court order date August 27th. Diego Armando, occupation lawyer. The suspect with the victim was a lawyer. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. Excuse me. Though poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspicious person, it is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's just the same shit. Okay. Well, now I have the suspicion. Well, a small bottleneck is given it right. It shows it to everyone. It's either because it's a bottle. Maybe it's in there. This bottle. Yes. Found clutched in the... no, but why would he take the pills? I don't know. All right. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. I'd come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing. No, you weren't. I had come to this courthouse. Okay. That was... No, the report, it was about what she was actually doing here. She was a suspect. So that's... that... Okay.
Objection! Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Did you actually come here for a more important reason?
Objection! What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy? Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order, order, order! This is unbelievable. It's true then. The loveliest rose can hide the cruelest. I wasn't finished yet. Objection! Miss Fay, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I didn't commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
I didn't do it.
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Okay. So I was like, okay. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive.
That just happened.
Well done, Mia.
See, it's so cringy when we do it.
Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Oh no!
Please go see a gastrologist.
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed.
Oh my god!
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. Your spirit or your body.
Oh my god!
Your spirit or your hemorrhoids.
I think that needs to be added to the wiki.
Bane.
Oh yeah.
Your spirit or your hemorrhoids.
We definitely reference in the first Ace Attorney. So.
Yeah. The poisoning for Cusco. Cusco's poisoning.
Yes.
Diego's poisoning.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that, but I know exactly how it works.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago. However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. But I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Aha, Mia! You're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear.
Hey, Mr. Payne, you want to see me turn into a Super Saiyan?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a regular defense attorney, and this is to go even further beyond!
Oh, God.
That proud posture, self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
You know, in a board game, I've said this to Rick a couple times. Whenever I'm about to do like an insanely good turn, I will go, "Hey, Rick, want to see me become a Super Saiyan?" What about to do like a 20-step like turn that just destroys him?
Yeah, Angel and I would never be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
We'd be like, you actually can't. Oh, actually, you can't do that on your turn.
You've been playing wrong this entire game.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned in the discussion, and like after that day, I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened.
Hold it! What were you talking about with the defense attorney? God, there's so much of that.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
That lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
Objection! That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case. Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you.
Oh my god.
You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh yeah, it's gonna last. Oh, Feeny, please.
Those two really are making me ill. No more pep rallies to cut for me.
No more pep rallies to cut.
Yeah. Albeit for decidedly different reasons.
Let me see for just a moment.
How long were you gone?
Just a moment. I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes?
And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet?
What are you saying, Miss Faye?
Take big
Toilet? My perfect little Dolly doesn't poop.
Oh my god.
You went there.
You heard the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time. She does not poop.
I'm a bitch that shits. Oh, Feeny, please.
She only pisses. The police have already looked into this whole matter.
Oh god.
This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Objection sustained. Ms. Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony. The P on the sweatshirt is for piss.
No,
That's all I do.